Hello, Tatler Malaysia. I'm Richard Madden. I play Ikaris in Marvel's Eternals, and also I'm the face of the new Calvin Klein fragrance, Defy. I think what's most important to me when coming to choose a fragrance is something that makes you feel good. I think that's the most important thing. Personally, for me, I want something that's going to make me feel confident and brighter and make me stand a little taller. So I always look for how it makes me feel in conjunction with how it smells. The concept behind Defy was this idea of overcoming your own boundaries, the things that you set for yourself. And I think as a person, as an actor, that's something that I'm constantly wrestling with, is the idea of my own limitations. Can I do it? Can I achieve that? Am I good enough? And the message that we really tried to incorporate behind Defy was this idea of challenging yourself to be braver, to take a risk, to dare to push a little further. And that's kind of a dialogue that I'm constantly wrestling with in my own head. Yeah, it was super fun shooting the campaign. We had a few days. We managed to kind of have a real variation on the things we were doing. We'd have these real intimate moments in the studio, me in the mirror looking at myself, having a kind of silent dialogue. And then these bigger moments where I'm running along a rooftop in central London at dawn. So for me, that was really fun. It's something that's you really get to do is kind of run around London on rooftops and then be in the studio with a really cool director, just playing with the camera and trying to find these abstract moments. I think it was kind of trying to establish some sort of character within this world. Obviously, there's that dialogue in my head about my own self kind of defiance journey that I think we're constantly on. But yeah, it wasn't me, and it's not quite a character. There's a lot of blurred lines there. That's a good question, and no, actually, it kind of resonates back to the heart of the fragrance. It was about a dialogue with myself. It was about that kind of self inspiration, self challenging, pushing yourself further. That was really kind of my internal dialogue on the shoot and with the whole concept. Favorite part. My favorite part is probably my least favorite part at the same time, which is all the flying I get to do. I love doing all these stunts and fighting imaginary monsters and flying through the air. So that was great fun. But it's also very physically draining. But it's worth it in the end because it looks cool. Chloe's got this beautiful skill of capturing characters and actors in a really kind of delicate way, and she managed to do that. And the scope of this film is so big. There's so many characters in it. There's such a huge plot drive, and yet she still manages to capture these vulnerable moments with the characters, which I think is something really hard to do in these big superhero movies, is kind of capture these these delicate little elements that she manages to do so well, from a volcano blowing up to a thought that one of the actors is having. I think that's quite the skill.